Seeing the maturation of historic format over time has been exciting, but we've recently got to thinking, have we lost sight of what got us here in the first place? Is this truly honouring the historical traditions of Magic? Not exactly, but it could. It's time to take Historic back to how things were really meant to be. In the olden days, decks could just be a small 40 cards and you'd walk uphill both ways. You could play as many a card as you wanted, not just 4, and there weren't any banned cards to worry about because perhaps we were better at designing cards. That's a bit harsh, I shouldn't really say that. Doesn't that sound great? This is such an obviously great way to play. We've even enabled all access so that everyone can participate. We're still debating the fate of existing old Historic queues and events, but in the meantime, enjoy the new look of Historic here. Have fun. Build a 40 card deck with no limit on copies of cards. Every card in MTG Arena is legal and available, whether it's in your collection or not. Yes, even that card. Play as much as you want. I wonder what card they're referring to. Anyway, let's play 24 Euro. Let's do a little deck tech here. So I've got 24 Euro, 4 islands, 4 forests, and 8 Fabled Passage. That's only 16 lands, but Euro does, help you consistently hit land drops. Fabled Passage is a sack land. The reason I'm playing so many of it is it enables the delve. Delve? That's not the name of the mechanic. Escape? I don't fucking know. It's 24 Euros. What more do you fucking want? If Euro's so good, just playing a load of Euro should be enough to out-Euro our opponent. For that reason today, I'm playing like 24 copies of Euro. This seems good. 3 fetch lands, 4 Euros. Sounds like a hot porno. Mountain from our opponent. Land from us. They cycle of Forgotten Caves. Mountain from our opponent. We're going to sack this and go grab ourselves one of the 2 prerequisite Euro lands. Play a land. Pass the turn. They cycle another land. If they're just Tybalt's Trickery, this is going to be really fucking boring. Grab a forest. Play a tapped land. Oh shit. We've lost tempo. Nothing from their opponent. Okay, let's go grab a forest. We drew another land, so that's good. Play an Euro, trigger the Euro, put Fabled Passage into play, sack the Euro, put an island into play, pass the turn. So Euro count is currently at 1. We untrap and we draw another Euro. We've got a lot of Euros available to us right now. We're going to play Euro, get a land drop, sacrifice this Fabled Passage. Euro count is now at 2. Grab an island. Play another Euro. Draw an Euro. Sack an Euro. Euro count is now at 3. Ornithopter. This is just Tybalt's Trickery. Why? Considering the nature of the event, why would you just play fucking Tybalt's Trickery again? What do they hit? They hit an ultimatum. Sure. How many cards are in that deck? Cool. They got an Ugin. We could beat an Ugin. We can beat an Ugin. Okay, we go to 26. Yep. Let's go ahead and cast an Euro. Exiling 5 Fabled Passages. No need to exile an Euro yet. So we exile an Euro. It resolves. Trigger. We now have cast 4 Euros so far. We're going to discard an Euro. So Euro count is at 4. They exile our Euro with their Ugin. We draw another Euro. We have 17 cards left in the library. Let's play an Euro. Draw a Fabled Passage and put it into play. And then we'll play another Euro. So Euro count is at 6. Euro count is at 6. Draw another Euro. Okay. Shit. Maybe we can't beat an Ugin before we deck ourselves. Okay, we untap and we draw an Euro, which is a surprise. Play an Euro. Draw an Euro. I've lost count of the Euros now. Play another Euro. Shit, was I meant to play probably meant to escape an Euro there, I'm not sure. Play a land, yep. Sacrifice an Euro. They could just ultimate Ugin next turn. Cool. I mean, we say this, but we've got 8 Euro in hand and 7 in the graveyard. We can't possibly lose. We're currently on 15 Euro. So we're going to play an Euro, draw an Euro, sack an Euro, sack a Fabled Passage, get a forest, sack a Fabled Passage, get an island. I think we're out of lands in our deck. I think we've only got 8 Euros left and they're all in our deck. Cast an Euro, exile 5 Euro, draw an Euro, discard 2 Euro. Our opponent untaps. They're going to ultimate Ugin and make more Ugins, I guess. I mean, they're probably less likely to deck out than us. Okay, so they gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and put 7 Ugins into play, I would assume. Well, it's an Ugin and an Ulamog. We can beat an Ulamog. We can beat an Ulamog. Oh, shit. The exiled Euro. Oh, okay, well, we'll just cast another one. Got plenty more Euros where that came from, son. Draw an Euro. Play an Euro. Draw an Euro, play an Euro, resolve an Euro, draw an Euro, sack an Euro. We actually only have enough mana sources in our deck to cast. That was yeah. We only have enough mana sources in our deck, other than fetch lands, to cast 2 Euro a turn. We didn't get up to the. I think that's why we've lost. We didn't get up to the critical threshold of maximum Euro, which is 3 Euros a turn, obviously, because 3 times 3 is 9, and that feels good. Discarding Euro. Euro and Euro and Euro and Euro and Euro and Euro and Euro. Oh, hang on, no, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing now. I've lost track. I've actually gone a bit mad with Euro. I'm drunk with Euro. We need to discard 1 Euro. It just kept letting me click. Okay, so we have access to 9 Euro in the graveyard and 7 in hand. So we have 16 Euro. There are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Euro in exile. They good gamed me. How dare they? It's your go, Balkan. It's your go. Shit. Shit. I think I misplayed somewhere. I'm not quite sure where. Maybe I didn't cast enough Euros.